You have wondered why some prayers seem answered while others drift into silence. You have questioned whether faith itself can be trusted, whether belief is merely wishful thinking dressed in spiritual language. And in those moments of doubt, you have unknowingly discovered the very principle I wish to share with you today. There is a faith that never fails, but it is not the faith most people practice. It is not the desperate plea that begs for change while secretly expecting disappointment. It is not the hollow repetition of words spoken without feeling. The faith that never fails is the quiet acceptance in your heart that what you desire already exists in divine mind, and that your subconscious mind, that faithful servant of your beliefs, is now bringing it into form. You see, your subconscious does not hear your words. It feels your conviction. And when your conviction wavers, when you affirm one thing with your lips, but believe another in your heart, the subconscious responds to what you truly accept as real. This is why some prayers seem unanswered. The prayer was spoken, yes, but the faith was not felt. And faith unfelt is not faith at all. It is merely hope struggling against doubt. The moment you understand this principle, everything changes. You are no longer at the mercy of chance or circumstance. You become the conscious director of the creative power within you. Let me tell you what has been happening in your consciousness, perhaps without your awareness. You have been practicing a divided faith, affirming good with your conscious mind while your subconscious holds an entirely different belief. You say, I am healed, but deep within you whispers the thought, but what if I am not? You declare, I am prosperous, yet you feel the anxiety of lack tightening around your heart. This division is the source of every unanswered prayer, every unfulfilled desire. Your subconscious mind cannot act upon contradiction. It will always manifest the feeling tone that dominates your inner world. If fear is stronger than faith, fear wins. If doubt runs deeper than desire, doubt shapes your experience. This is not punishment. This is law, as impersonal and reliable as the law of gravity. I have watched countless men and women struggle with this very pattern. They attend services, they repeat affirmations, they study truth principles, and still their lives remain unchanged. Why? Because they have never moved beyond intellectual agreement into heartfelt acceptance. They know the truth, but they do not feel it as true. And the subconscious responds only to what is felt. Think carefully about your own prayer life. When you pray for health, do you feel healthy, or do you feel sick, desperately hoping to become well? When you affirm abundance, do you rest in the feeling of sufficiency, or do you strain toward it from a place of emptiness? The difference is everything. I must tell you plainly, your outer world is a perfect reflection of your inner convictions, not your wishes, not your hopes, your convictions, those beliefs you hold so deeply that you never question them, those feelings that have become habitual in your emotional life. If you believe, truly believe, that life is difficult and people cannot be trusted, your subconscious will arrange circumstances to prove you right. It is loyal to your beliefs, not to your desires. This is why faith must become more than an idea. It must become a state of consciousness, a feeling. You can rest in a conviction that saturates your entire being. When you pray from this place, there is no doubt to contaminate your prayer. There is only quiet certainty. You know that what you have accepted in consciousness must manifest in experience, because the law never fails. But perhaps you are thinking, I want to believe this way, but I cannot. My circumstances are too difficult. My past has proven otherwise. And here is where you must awaken to a profound truth. Your past does not determine your future unless you allow it to live in your present moment. Every time you revisit old failures, every time you rehearse ancient disappointments, you instruct your subconscious to continue creating more of the same. You are using the creative power within you to perpetuate the very conditions you wish to escape. Do you see now how faith turns the invisible into form? It does not beg or plead. It accepts. It rests. It knows. Let me share with you the central truth upon which all effective prayer rests. Your subconscious mind accepts as true whatever you feel to be true, and it will work day and night to make your inner beliefs your outer reality. This is not magic. This is the mechanics of mind. Your subconscious is the connecting link between your thoughts and your world. It is the builder of your body, the architect of your circumstances, the silent arranger of every so-called coincidence in your life. And it is completely impersonal. It does not argue with you or judge your beliefs. It simply accepts them and proceeds to create accordingly. When Jesus said, "As thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee," he was stating this law. Your experience will always correspond to your belief. Not the belief you wish you had, not the belief you pretend to have, but the belief you actually hold in the depths of your being. The faith that never fails, therefore, is the faith that feels its desire already fulfilled. It is the quiet inner knowing that what you seek, you already possess in consciousness, and consciousness is the only reality. Everything else is effect. Now I wish to show you how to develop this unshakable faith, this inner conviction that transforms prayer from petition into realization. First, understand that faith is not opposed to reason. It is beyond reason. When you plant a seed in the ground, you do not dig it up each day to see if it is growing. You trust the intelligence within the seed and the soil to do what they have always done. This is faith, not blind belief, but confidence in a law that has never failed. Your subconscious mind is infinitely more intelligent than any seed. It knows how to heal your body, attract right opportunities, and guide you to your good. Your task is not to instruct it in methods, but to impress it with conviction. Let me give you a practical technique. When you pray, and by prayer I mean the practice of entering into the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you must do more than speak words. You must create an inner experience so vivid that your subconscious accepts it as real. If you desire health, you must feel yourself healthy now. Not tomorrow, not when conditions change, but now. Close your eyes and imagine yourself doing what you would do if you were perfectly well. Feel the energy in your body. Hear the words others would speak about your vitality. Make it real in your mind, and your subconscious will make it real in your world. This is not pretense. This is creation. You are impressing upon your deeper mind a new pattern, a new belief. And as you do this consistently with feeling, something remarkable happens. The fear dissolves. The doubt fades. In its place grows a quiet certainty, a peace that cannot be shaken by appearances. This is the faith that never failed. I have seen this principle work in cases that seemed hopeless. I knew a man, a businessman, who lost everything in difficult times. He came to me troubled, certain he would never recover. I taught him this method. Each night before sleep, he would sit quietly and imagine himself in his place of business, prosperous and at peace. He would feel the satisfaction of work well done. He would hear himself giving thanks for his restored success. He did this not once or twice, but night after night, until the feeling became natural to him. Within months, opportunities began to appear. A contact he had forgotten reached out with a proposal. An idea came to him that opened a new direction. Were these coincidences? No. They were the subconscious mind impressed with a clear image of success, arranging circumstances to match that inner conviction. He had planted a seed of faith, and it bore fruit exactly as the law promised. But I must warn you against a common error. Many people practice visualization for a few days and then, seeing no immediate change, abandon it. They say, it doesn't work for me. What they fail to understand is that they are competing against years of negative conditioning, habitual patterns of fear and doubt that have been impressed deeply into the subconscious. You cannot erase those patterns with a single affirmation. You must persist until the new belief becomes stronger than the old. How long does this take? As long as necessary. But here is encouragement. Each time you practice, each time you return to the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are weakening the old pattern and strengthening the new. You are training your consciousness to rest in faith rather than struggle in fear. And one day, often when you least expect it, you will notice that the doubt is gone. In its place is certainty. And where there is certainty, manifestation follows inevitably. Now let me speak of forgiveness, for it is inseparable from faith. You cannot hold resentment in your heart and expect your prayers to be answered. Resentment is a form of fear, fear that you have been harmed, fear that justice will not be done, fear that you must protect yourself through anger, and fear in any form blocks the flow of good into your life. When you forgive, you are not condoning wrong action. You are releasing yourself from bondage. You are saying to your subconscious, I no longer give power to this memory. I no longer allow this experience to define my present or my future. And in that moment of release, you free the creative power within you to bring forth new good. I suggest a simple practice. Before you begin your prayer each day, spend a moment in forgiveness. Think of anyone who has troubled you and silently speak these words. I fully and freely forgive you. I release you to your good, and I release myself to my good. There is no resentment in my heart. You may not feel the forgiveness immediately, but if you persist, the feeling will follow, and when it does, you will notice a lightness, a freedom you had forgotten was possible. Gratitude, too, is essential to unshakable faith. When you give thanks before you see the result, you are declaring your faith in the Lord. You are saying, I know this is done. I know my subconscious is working on my behalf. I know the answer is already mine in consciousness. This grateful feeling impresses the subconscious far more deeply than desperate petition. Each morning before you rise, and each evening before you sleep, spend a few moments in gratitude. Give thanks for your health, your supply, your relationships, not as they appear, but as you wish them to be. Thank divine intelligence for working through you, for guiding you, for bringing all good into your life. Make this a habit, and you will find that faith becomes effortless. You will rest in the certainty that all is, regardless of appearances. And this is where understanding becomes demonstration. The faith that never fails is not something you must create. It is something you must uncover. It has been within you all along, buried beneath layers of doubt and fear, waiting for you to claim it. And now you know how. You do not need perfect circumstances to have perfect faith. You do not need to see the way to trust the law. You need only to accept that the power within you is responding to your beliefs at this very moment, and that you can choose right now what you will believe. Choose to believe in good. Choose to accept that divine intelligence is working in and through you. Choose to feel your desire fulfilled, even before evidence appears. This is not wishful thinking. This is scientific prayer. This is the faith that moves mountains, heals bodies, transforms lives. I leave you with this assurance, As you practice what I have shared today, as you return again and again to the feeling of your wish fulfilled, your faith will grow from hope into knowing. And when faith becomes knowing, when you rest in the certainty that your good is already yours in consciousness, the outer world must conform. It has no choice. This is law. Go now in peace. Trust the power within you. Know that you are one with the infinite, and that all things are possible to the one who believes. The faith that never fails is yours. Use it well.